Hey guys, this is Dr. Dave Noonan, and I'm coming to you from sunny southern Utah. And you can see the sun is like really bad, it's right in my eyes, but it's really nice out here, and I wanted to take this opportunity to come out by the pool here and to make this blog post for you. So, proof of concept, what does that mean? Well, that means that I wanted to prove that if I was going to name my blog, You Become What You Do, then I wanted to prove that you actually do become what you do, right? And then I wanted to prove it by actually doing it and not just like talking about it, right? So I wanted everybody to know that I am becoming what I'm doing. And so I thought, it's interesting how my blog evolved. I thought it was going to be this, health and wellness guru, which I still am. And I thought I was going to, have a website that was all about health and wellness, and it kind of morphed as I went into this thing, and it turned into something that I think is going to be really fun. I'm really excited about. You become what you do. So, but I wanted to make sure that if I was going to have a website called You Become What You Do, there had to be some proof that if you do things that you become those things, right? Otherwise it would be a fraud to say, hey, you become what you do, and then you do all this stuff and you'll become it. So I'm doing that kind of in front of you. And the proof of concept today is the fact that this blog even exists. And I'll tell you the story really quick. I decided I wanted to do a blog. I decided I wanted to have a website that was just for me to get all this crazy stuff that I have in my head out, right? Because some of us have stuff and it's like our head's gonna explode, right? Just because we have stuff in our head. Are you guys like that? Maybe you're not, but I am. And it's like I have to have some way to get it out. And for so long after I retired from my practice, I never had a way to get it out, and it was building up inside of me. So this is a perfect outlet for me. And so what I did is I decided I was going to put this together, and I tried over and over and over to build a website on WordPress, and I'm not that great on computers. Well, actually, I'm getting better on computers. I'm not going to own that. I'm getting better. You can always get better. And I decided that I was going to build my own website and my own blog page. And became very frustrated, trying to get things right and trying to get, the theme to look right. And it was taking me forever. And I'd put it on the back burner, and I'd come back, weeks or even months later to try to okay, I'm going to get back at this thing and do it again. And it took forever to get that thing started. And so what I did is I actually saw a webinar on Facebook. I signed up for the webinar. It was a free webinar. It was by a guy named Ray Higdon, and he actually has a program on his site, and he sells all kinds of stuff. And but he's very good. And he said this webinar was how to put together your blog and how to start blogging. And so I saw the webinar. I was impressed. I brought his product right after the webinar was over, and started to build my own blog page. Now, one of the things that he said was one of the pitfalls is technology. Don't let technology get in your way. And of course, that's what I was doing. And so I took his advice and I said, all right, I'm gonna have somebody else build this website for me. And so one of the suggestions was to go to Upwork.com, which I did. I hired a guy, was very frustrated with him, didn't get the job done, so fired him, hired another guy. This guy was in Pakistan, so there was a time difference. But he communicated with me pretty well through the platform that they have. Put together a website, and I'm like, okay, finally, I was just frustrated because I just wanted to get something up and running, right? And then when I started working with it, it wasn't exactly what I wanted. I needed different features. And every time I went back to this guy to say, hey, this is, I want this, it was another upsell. And then finally my blog site went off, and I said, hey dude, my site's not up. And he's like, oh yeah, for $300 I can fix that. And I'm like, this isn't working for me. And so I decided I was gonna bite the bullet, and I was gonna learn how to build a website. And so I figured out WordPress. I ground my way through it every day. I went and I learned a little bit more. I got onto one thing that I really benefited from was a guy named Tyler Moore, and I've tagged him on this. you can find anything on YouTube, right? How to do whatever, and just type in it, whatever it is, and you can find it. Well, how to build a website. Found a guy named Tyler Moore, and his videos really helped me. As a matter of fact, some of the influence, if you watch his videos, some of the influence that he had in his videos, you'll definitely see on my site. But I took his advice. I took this theme called Ocean Theme, and I bought the premium page builder, which I knew nothing about until now. And now I know how to build my web pages. I know how to build the blog, and I've got it all customized. So everything in there, I did it. All the little features and all the little highlights, and everything lights up, and everything, the shadows and the way that all that is, that's all my design. It's kind of cool. Took me a long time, but I'm really proud of it. And there's nobody else's website that looks like mine, and it's just me. It's just me. And so that was really exciting for me to be able to come from someone that didn't know anything about blogging, didn't know anything about websites, didn't know anything about, building anything, WordPress, I didn't know anything about WordPress. And now I designed a page, and I'm ready to design my own page. I'm really excited actually to design my next page. And so real excited about moving to the next level. And this is my very first blog, and it's called Proof of Concept. And I just want to let you guys know that I'm going to be doing this over and over and over. I'm going to be talking about the things that I'm doing in my life and becoming in my life. And in my intro video, I explained all that. But the very first proof of concept is the fact that I stuck it out, man. It was one of those things, and a lot of people have a problem with sticking things out to the end, and including me in a lot of areas of my life. I've always started a lot. I'm a good starter, a lot of stuff that I think I want to do, and then you get into it and you're like, you get bogged down. But I actually made it through this one, and I actually got my blog up. I actually went through all the processes, and now I can design just about anything on this site, and I know it's going to be morphing all the time, because I'm going to be finding, ooh, I didn't like that, or this didn't turn out the way I wanted it, and I'll be changing stuff all the time. But I'm going to be continuing to add to my blog now that I've got it up and running. I'm really excited, and I want to thank you for paying attention to it, and for actually being on my first blog and watching. This is my first blog. So you can find me on all my channels. You can find me on YouTube, and all of these will go on YouTube. And just thank you, and you do become what you do. You become what you think about, but bringing that thought process actually to fruition through actions is the last step, and I think that's what most people miss, and me too. So yes, you become what you think about, which is, there's a million books written on that, but you become what you do. And I became someone who could build a freaking website, dude, and I could never do that, ever. It was like so far out of my realm of possibility. So I'm proud of it. I'm glad you're here. Hang on, man, because I'm going to keep doing this. All right, cheers. You guys have a great day, and stay tuned. Bye-bye.